You know, they want you to believe that there's a sliver of hope that the American dream is still alive. Media and the corporate oligarchs that run this country want you to believe that if you just work hard enough, you just save enough, you just study hard enough, you just keep working, that it's all gonna go and it's all gonna work out. It's like the baby boomers in a way. The baby boomers, especially my dad. My dad has this way of thinking that's just oh so wonderful. My baby boomer father has what I like to call magical thinking. Everything's just going to work out. I remember growing up, he used to tell me, the fucking douchebag, he used to tell me, you could work your way up in McDonald's and work your way up to corporate McDonald's. Anything's possible. It always worked out for me. And this is what I feel like, this is the kind of mentality that so many Americans have. Like, they just have this, especially the baby boomers, especially, they're so out of touch. But this is the mentality still a lot of Americans have. Now we have Americans waking up, but too many Americans are asleep, still thinking their vote matters, still complaining with people who voted Democrat, still complaining to the people who voted Republican, still talking about people who are progressive or liberal or this or that. The government needs us to put all these fucking labels on each other, so we all stay like this at each other's throats, fighting amongst one another, never advancing, never improving, always staying back 10, 20 years. Because especially in America, we are one of the least advanced civilizations out there, least advanced countries out there. Comparing it to like Japan or China, we're like 20, 30 years behind. And part of the reason that is because we just can't get along. People just can't get along. People can't get along, and people are weak, and we've let the government become so corrupt to the point where they steal every single last dollar that we earn and spend it on bullshit and line their own pockets with our fucking money, while we get poorer and poorer every single day and starve every single day. We get poorer and poorer every single day, and and more people are going hungry and starving every single day. But because of the people that still believe in the American dream, the American lie, because the people that still believe in the American lie, that believe that they're just not working hard enough, they just can't get ahead because they're not working hard enough. They just need to double down and work harder and harder and harder, longer hours, more ass kissing to the boss, more side hustles, more this, more that, more selling all their shit, trying to barely scrape by. And then, of course, when you finally get ahead a little bit, you're winning in the race, right? You're racing against the whole fucking country, right? Trying to get this, trying to get that, trying to get housing, competing with the whole country, trying to get a better job. You get a little bit ahead, like this, just barely. You're driving on the road, and you're like this. You get a few inches ahead of the other car, and then fucking Corvette or some other car that's 100 times faster than yours just swings by, leaves you in the fucking dust. That's what it's like. That's what America's like. That's what it's like to live in America. Never get ahead, no matter how hard you try, because the goalpost is here one day, and then the next day it's all the way over here on this side of the steering wheel. It's over here one day, and then over here, and then the next day it's over here. And then the next day it's 10 miles out. And then the next day it's 15 miles out. Then the next day it's 20 miles out. And the next day 25 miles out. Here's another analogy. You could try to imagine you swimming against the current, right? There's a huge wave. There's a bunch of waves. There's a huge current, right? You're in the ocean. There's a huge current, and you're trying to get out. You're trying to keep swimming past this current, but you can't swim. The current's too strong. You can't swim past the current. You keep swinging, swimming, and maybe you've moved 2 or 3 inches that whole time, right? But then eventually you move back, and you move back even further than you were before. That's America. 2 steps ahead, 10 steps back, all the time. 2, 3 steps ahead, 10 steps back. And then what do? You regroup, you rethink, you re-strategize, you try to come up with more ways to get money. And then, you're finally getting ahead. You're getting ahead, this and that. Oh, look, you're making money. You're investing. 2008 crash. Stock market goes to shit. Everything goes to shit. Everything you worked so hard for goes to shit. You lose it all. Back to square one. Then you try again. Everything goes to shit. COVID pandemic. Fucking hyperinflation. Fucking martial law lockdown where we all have to have permission slips to work. No jobs. High food prices. High rent prices. All goes to shit yet again. Every single fucking time. Every time. And you still have people out here who are like, it's just not working hard enough. You just need to work 2 more jobs. You just need to get a better job. Get a better wage. You're just not budgeting correctly. You're just not saving properly. You're just mismanaging your money. No, it's because the money is not worth anything anymore. Can't believe I just spit. The money's not worth anything anymore. Your money doesn't mean anything anymore. You might as well go to the dollar store, all right? Go to the dollar store, buy some Monopoly money, buy some Monopoly change, and give the register that, right? Don't actually do that. Give the cashier that. Better yet, just try to see if you can get away with putting it in the machine. Just put it in the machine. Put it in the machine. There are no cashiers anymore because it's all being replaced by automation and AI. And that's the other thing is people still think they're going to get this great job in America. You know how many could be? You're better off winning the lottery. You're better off just playing the lottery. Just piss all your money at the casino. Better yet, just piss all your money at the casino while you still have time. Piss all your money away at the casino and hope for the best, right? Or put it all in the claw machine. You'd have a better chance at winning. Lottery, casino, claw machine. Tell you, pick your poison. But you're not getting a good paying job, right? Not with the fact that they can just get cheap labor from other countries to do it. Not with the fact that AI and automation is very, very near, very, very close, and more than. I think it was saying, I was watching a video reading an article or watching a video. Someone said more than 60% of jobs are going away in the next few years, 2027 or 2028. People say we're 5-10 years off. No, we're not 5-10 years off. We're a year and a half, 2 years off from this whole thing popping off. From everybody just losing their jobs. Do you understand the dire situation in we're in? Do you understand the what we're going to have to go? We're going to go through a period of extreme poverty in America in the next 3 years, maybe 5 years max. But the next 2-3 years, it's over. It's over. People are barely staying afloat right now. People can't even pay rent right now. If you would have asked me 2-3 years ago, what, single people need to rent with roommates, I would have fucking called you crazy. What, are you kidding me? I'm a single person. I don't need a roommate. Rent with room with 5-6 people. Live in a house with 10 to 12 people. You're fucking crazy. You would have asked me that when I had my apartment 3-4 years ago, I would have fucking laughed in your face. What? I was paying $700, $800 dollars max, 2020, 2021 max, and I was working a good fucking job. I was working a $23 an hour job, and then everybody was told we weren't needed because our services were no longer required because the COVID pandemic had died down, remember? Remember, we were all told we were essential, and then we weren't told we were essential, and then we all lost our jobs. Let me ask you something. Anybody who's still living in what do you have to live for in America? If you're not already rich, if you're not upper middle class, what do you have? Do you have a girlfriend? No, nobody can get a girlfriend. Like, who's getting it? I mean, women are going for the top 5 to 10% of guys. Do you have a house? No, of course you don't have a house. You can't afford a house. Do you have an apartment? No, you can't afford that either. And you still have people out here saying, no, adults shouldn't be able to. You're telling me a late 20-something-year-old adult, 30-something-year-old adult shouldn't be able to afford an apartment, and it's always been this way, that like just renting. It's always been this way, just renting with roommates. You're telling me it's been like that? No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Society constantly tries to get you to accept lower and lower standard of living, lower and lower standard of living conditions. It's always been this way. Society gaslighting other people in society. The government and the media doesn't even need to do anymore. That less work for them. That's the great thing, is the government and the media don't even have to do that really still, because other people are still doing that to other people. People are silencing other people when they speak the truth about these things. Like YouTube, for example. Corporations are doing it. But mostly a lot of people, a lot of people are doing it too. You try to talk about this. Oh, what are you talking about? America's the greatest country in the world. They just parrot the same talking points on Fox News and other media sites, and parrot the same things that they've been told. Well, if everybody else says America's the greatest country in the world and we're all doing fine, then it must be. Oh, look, Trump just said the other day that the economy has never been better, that prices are going down and they're lowering, right? So it must be true. People are fucking stupid, man. People are really dumb. And until we start waking up, it's always going to be this way. Like, until people stop believing the American lie, like, things are just going to get better. Like, the economy's just going to improve. Like, it hasn't been getting worse since the Obama era for the last 10 years. Like, it's always going to stay this way. People are never going to learn. They're never going to learn, and they're going to watch themselves get poorer in the next few years. Just wait until AI and automation get even better. It's already so good. Just wait 2-3 years from now. If you don't have multiple side hustles and multiple streams of income, you're fucked, because that corporate job will let you go like that. No mercy. No mercy. They don't give a fuck. These corporations don't give a fuck. I was threatened to be sent home the other day without pay, because apparently I wasn't working the line I was at, even though the line I was at had stopped because they didn't have the right amount of food, because the factory that I work at is always disorganized, because they're always low on food, or they're always low on people, and so they're always making us do multiple jobs at once, even though I get paid to do. I don't even know what my job is at the factory. I moved around so much. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing multiple things, I'm doing this, all for the same pay. Great deal for them, not for me. But you're gonna see, like I said, the line had stopped. I couldn't do anything. He threatened to send me home with no pay anyway. He said, "Why are you not doing the line?" Because I said it stopped. He said, "Why are you not doing the line?" Because it stopped. I told him twice. In one ear, out the other. These bosses don't care. These corporations don't care. Nobody cares. And you're going to see, again, in a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years tops, you're going to see pain. We're going to see pain, poverty, and homelessness like we've never seen before. Unless start working with AI, unfortunately, you're going to have to start working with AI. You're going to have to start doing multiple side hustles. You're going to have to start doing things. Maybe you know something, how to create something cool, sell clocks, whatever, designed. I don't care. Whatever, work with your hands. If you're not doing anything not working for yourself, we're moving towards a self-employed future. If you're not doing that, it's over. It's over. It's over. That's the only way you survive in America, is if you're making a ton of money working for yourself, or you already have a bunch of money invested in the stock market, or you have a bunch of gold, or you already have a bunch of money to begin with. So much money you don't even have to worry. Because you're gonna see. You think do you think the dollar is devalued now? You think things are bad now? Just wait. But they might bring in UBI. Yeah, you know how many restrictions UBI is gonna have? Do you think UBI is just going to, government is just gonna give you free money, free reign, free money with no restrictions? Good luck with that. More government control. More government control. They're going to tell you how much money you can make outside of the UBI they're going to give you. They're going to tell you when you can use the UBI. They're going to tell you how you can use the UBI. They're going to tell you what kind of things you can use it on, what kind of things you can't use it on, what times you can use it. You think the government giving us all money is not going to be without consequences? I promise you it will be. So with anybody saying UBI is going to be the future, it might well be, but that's not going to be a good thing. More government control is never a good thing. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you agree, disagree about this video, about what I'm saying. And, yeah, guys, get ready. Things are going to get bad. Talk to you in the next one. Take care.